Good morning, guys. I'm doing a little project. This is a project that I started quite a while ago. I started this in the fall of 2018. So this is a battery box, and it's got a 12 volt plug here, got a USB plug here, two USB ports, a voltmeter, and a couple of switches. The issue with this box is that once I got the battery in there, all the wiring and stuff was pushed down too far and it would come in contact with the battery. It just didn't work. I sidelined the project. It's been sitting on a bench in my garage for over a year now. And today I went out and I picked up this box, which is quite a bit bigger. This box will actually fit inside this other one. So as you can see, it's quite a bit bigger. So I'm gonna redo this. I went and picked up some new wires and wire connectors and stuff, and I threw some of my tools in here from out in the garage, wire strippers, etc. Drill bits to cut the holes. So I've got some wire, fuses, connectors. I went and bought these little LED lights, and I'm gonna put those in the side of the box. It'll just get the same style of battery that is in my fish finder. So here's the battery. It's just a 12 volt battery. This is, 12 volt, 7 amp hour. I'm probably going to replace this with a lithium battery because it'll be a lot lighter, and I might try to find one that's a larger size that will still fit in here and give me some longer power. This will work great if I can figure out how to get it done, because I screwed this one up. I'm just going to get to it. I'm going to get all these switches pulled out of here, get all this wiring taken apart. Trash. Garbage. Well, that's trash. You can pretty much easily see these aren't same distance away from the bottom here. And then on this one, I kind of have the same issue with the lid on the inside. Like I said, there's these cross pieces, and I was hoping I could really just line them up along this edge, these outlets, but it doesn't look like it's going to fit very well in there. I don't really want to have to take any of that out if I don't need to. I mean, I could put it here also. Maybe this here and a switch here. That there and that there, and then maybe the light switch in the middle. Although I think this came with like a faceplate. I think I might have a faceplate that all of these sat right down into, although they wouldn't have the power switches on them. I need to go check in the garage and see if I have that. I'm pretty positive that it came with a faceplate. Alright, well, I went out to the garage. I found the plate. Put this right here. That would look really nice. Like that. Sunk straight into here. So what I'm going to do is get this kind of centered on this thing here. And I'm just going to mark the square out that I need to cut. And I brought down this. So a little jigsaw. So hopefully that works. I can cut it out with that. Here goes nothing. Alright. So that is on. But as you can see, I'm going to have to remove this whole piece too. Hopefully just cutting that square out, I can cut straight through these. We'll see. This should work to kind of scribe these circles out. Some of this stuff you really just got to kind of wing it. Now, I just need to basically mark a straight edge along this square here. Piece of wood laying down here will work. I'm going to line it up on the edges of these holes. Oh yeah, you can see it. So I need to cut this rectangle out right there. Jigsaw. Probably just go for it with the jigsaw. What do you think? Just gonna send it. And these are like not plastic blades. This is just cheap old Black & Decker. I'll go to the PVC setting. like butter. Good mess made. Doing something right. That didn't go too bad. Hopefully you guys saw most of that. Yeah, that'll work perfect. So I need to trim a little bit of this edge off in here, which that's not a big deal, so that I can put the clips on. That's perfect. I've got the plugs rough cut mounted in there. Now I need to figure out what I want to do with these switches. So I'm just going to mount the switches over here on this side, right there. Okay, so I've got my two separate lights here. I'll probably mount them up fairly high inside of here. You can kind of see there's like a line right here where the plastic is a little bit different texture. I'm just going to go straight down from these two outside hinges centered on this line right here. It'll make it fairly easy to cut or to drill out. So boom, there we go. They're spaced out evenly. So I've got two lights. Professional. Bam. Let's drop down in just fine. There we go. Alright, so I've kind of got everything put together on the box here. Got the lights there. Got our outlets and our switches on the top. So I need to take a look at some wiring diagrams and kind of do a little bit of research and planning before I just start going at it. I don't want to screw this up. So anyways, stay tuned. I was not running the camera while I wired this, but everything is wired up. We got lights with the lighted switch, but you can turn this on and you get your voltage reading right there, and then that powers up your 12 volt plug-in and your USB. The USB one lights up, as you can see, maybe. So that lights up. And everything works. I just had it plugged into my phone. I mean, obviously that one's on. I'll drop a little plug in here, and you can see the red light on that plug turn on. I'll go ahead and open this up. Wiring isn't professional grade, guys. I'm not a professional, but it doesn't look half bad. This is a little wonky. I didn't have any. I'm going to get something else to connect connect the two power wires coming off of the switches, the two switches to this fuse here. I'm running a fuse, so I need to do something a little bit better there, but it's taped up. But that's it. I need to kind of tighten everything down. Turn those lights on again, blind you guys. They're pretty bright, but it works great. It's not too terribly heavy once I get that battery secured and maybe centered a bit. And I mean, there's room for more there. You could easily add a speaker or something to it if you wanted to put a little speaker on there. But really simple battery box, power box. I'm gonna button it up a little bit, like I said, with some foam in the bottom of the box to keep the battery from moving around, and change this connector out here, do something better there. I could solder it. I've got a soldering iron and heat shrink it and stuff, but we'll see. All of this stuff looks all right. Nothing's moving around too much. Probably add a couple more zip ties in here, and I need to tighten these down a hair more, but it works great. I got the wiring done on the first try. It didn't take me much. I just figured out how to wire one switch, and then it went together pretty quickly after that. I'm pretty happy with it. That should help me a lot ice fishing and in the back of the truck. I'm excited to have this in the back of the truck to charge my phones and stuff up. I guess I'll just give you a shot of the switches. I mean, positive to positive, negative to negative. These little rocker switches down here can be a little bit confusing to wire up, but there's 3 posts on them, and I have one here. You got a ground on the outside, this goes to whatever you're powering, and then this goes back to your battery. So, and then that gives you the little light on there. I don't know what color this is. I suppose I could have looked, but I like that I've got red and blue on there. So I might label it up, put some stickers on it, I don't know. But it's nice. It'll work great. Got plenty of outlets. If I run this in there, I've got 4 USB outlets, or I can do whatever I need to with that outlet. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, the little DIY project today. And if you're thinking about doing it, do it. It's pretty fun, and it's pretty easy. Just buy a big enough box to start with, so that you don't have a project sitting around for a year like I did. So anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for the next adventure. I'll see you in a bit.